guitar doctor, and I'm going to teach you guys Picado. And this is Picado. It's basically playing the guitar like you would a bass. So you can play scales or melodic lines with it. So here's just me playing some Picado. So that's Picado, and as you can see, it's just really quite simple. It's alternating between your index and middle fingers as you play. And in order to start developing this, I suggest that you begin by playing 3 notes per string and just walking down and up the 6 strings of the guitar. What I mean by that is this. So once you can do that pretty fluently, you can start playing any scales that you happen to know with Picado. So if you don't know any scales yet, I recommend learning them. And if you want to just learn one right here, I can show you one real quickly. This is E Phrygian, or really just C major in the first position. And it goes like this: 0, 1, 3, 0, 2, 3, 0. 2, 3, 0, 2, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 3. And that's the scale. You can play it forwards and backwards while practicing your Picado. You can also play easier scale like the pentatonic scale. And I really do recommend practicing it with a backing track and just trying to play some scales with it. And there are a few things to keep in mind as you're practicing this, and one of them is that having decently long nails on your right hand definitely helps. So you can see mine, the white part of my nails both protrude a little bit further than my finger, than the flesh of my finger does, and that really helps out with the tone and just how easy it makes it easier basically. And in addition, you want to limit the amount of movement that you do back and forth. You want to limit the motion in this joint, in these top joints here, and in these middle joints, and make most of the motion actually just come from the very end here. So like so. So this is just going to be exaggerated so you can see what not to do. You don't want to be doing something like this. That's just way too much movement. It's going to limit your speed and the control that you have when you're playing. And also, you can decide whether or not you want to rest your thumb on the low E string. And resting your thumb here can make it easier to play, especially for beginners. So if you're playing on the high strings, for example, the issue with putting your thumb on the low E string is eventually you're going to have to lift it, because you can't really be playing the A string or the low E string while keeping your thumb on the bass. So what I do, and what Paco de Lucia, for example, started doing later in his career, was that he just had the thumb and the whole hand relaxed, and he would not rest it. So he didn't have to do that transition from playing the treble strings to then lifting the thumb and then playing the bass strings. Instead, he would just do what I do, and it looks like this. Just totally relaxed. And yeah, and that's kind of my last pointer. You definitely want to stay relaxed with this, even if you're trying to play faster. If you're rigid and pushing really hard, that's not going to help your speed. You're going to have less control, and you're going to have less speed overall. So yeah, that's Picado, and good luck practicing. I'll link some backing tracks in the description, and the scale I used in the description as well. And I'll see you next time.